Deputy Leader.
Well, on that note, rise to commend the motion, and where the member for Adelaide just left off, I was proud to attend at the official welcome to Jing Hu and Yi Lan. I can tell you, Yi Lan was heading straight up the nearest tree, which the zoo folks were pretty excited about because it's the fertility tree. You've got all these protectors around all the small trees in the enclosure, and I pointed to this big one without a protector on it, and they said, "Oh, that's the fertility tree." And as soon as the door opened, Yi Lan was straight up the fertility tree. I haven't seen a panda quite so active before, and they rested shortly after that. But all the more, particularly appropriate in the year of the wood snake, because among all those other criteria, at least we've been reminded in the last week, the wood snake is also representing fertility. And so it's a wonderful thing that we've seen the new pandas arrive and the welcoming the year of the wood snake. And Quinn Tran at the Tet Festival on the weekend made that particular point about it being the year of fertility. She said, well, that might explain why I've got 4 children. And so, there was celebration in all directions over this last week, and we know particular celebration for the Chinese community this coming weekend. I just want to reflect briefly on the Shulin Buddhist Association celebration during last week. I was proud to attend and represent the Leader of the Opposition among thousands of the Chinese community celebrating that very, very important New Year celebration. And they do it properly. Fireworks at midnight, midweek, night before school starts actually, extraordinary amount of exuberance and celebration. And I think a reminder they're there at that site, large site at which there's building ongoing, plans to do more, the building of nursing facilities in the future for that community, and it's 30 years on that site, sustained by volunteer work, the provision of meals every weekend, regular involvement all the way through the year for that community, and so special to be able to celebrate this important time of the year together with those of us representing the Parliament and the government, and as I say, me there as representing the opposition, a very significant and happy occasion indeed. And as I've alluded to just now, the Vietnamese Tet Festival for the New Year, celebrated on the weekend in, if it wasn't 40-degree heat, was up there, was just a wonderful, joyous occasion. It's New Year. This year also celebrating and commemorating for those among the Vietnamese community from a refugee background of 50 years since those refugees started arriving in South Australia in 1975. And the Premier made this observation, and I did in my own way as well, to say that 50 years ago it might have been true to say to those new arrivals, look what Australia is doing and is able to do for you. We know that beautiful song that has been sung now on significant occasions, saying thank you Australia. But 50 years down the track, we can go along and say thank you, Vietnamese community, for all you have done for Australia and for South Australia. And as we celebrate a new year, we do that very much together because the Chinese community, Vietnamese community in South Australia, they're at the core of the fabric of what we claim as proudly South Australian, what characterises those aspects of life that we are proud to call South Australian. So it was a week of opportunity to say thanks, to celebrate to welcome in the year of the wood snake. There's more to come, and I'll look forward to continuing to participate in those celebrations and wish all of our communities, particularly celebrating this Lunar New Year, a very happy New Year and a happy New Year ahead.